So we're at the Summerville Ashley Ridge game. We've got
Juan.
And we're going around asking people about their faith, what they believe in. So what do you believe in?
I'm a Catholic Christian Catholic.
Okay. Cool. So why do you believe in Christianity? Why do you believe that Christianity is the true religion?
To be honest, because I say that I'm a Christian, but I can't fully say that because I don't know everything about it. But growing up, I just grew up around my family's Hispanic, and that's just like everyone's just like Catholic. But if looking at it and just like seeing all the like reading about it, it just I don't know. I don't really. That's a hard question, But to be honest, I have an example in my family that they're down a really dark path, and then they didn't change until they found God. Yeah.
That's good. Oh, I keep blinking. Can you take it until I...
So, Juan, you said, like, that you're a Catholic Christian and you're not really sure, like, all that you believe, but you know that you want to be different than, like, you have the example of your family, how they were doing the wrong stuff, and then they came to God and they got it right.
Yeah.
And so, like, do you know why Jesus came? Do you know, like, the gospel, anything like that?
Yeah, I just know he came to relieve us from our sins because no one's perfect, but as Jesus came for us so that he could save us and open the gates to heaven.
Yeah, no, I resonate with that because I was in high school and I was just overwhelmed by how sinful I felt, and I was like, man, if there is a God, like, he doesn't love me. I'm a piece of crap. Like, I feel like so bad. But I was reading the Bible and I was praying, and I like, God, like, help me. He showed me that he loved me unconditionally, you know, not by what I did, but he loved me unconditionally, and it's only by the cross, only by what Jesus did, but dying for me, that I could be saved. And that was just like so relieving, so eye-opening. Like, have you came to that point where you like understand that's only by Jesus, you know, I can be saved?
Yeah. I had a lot of moments in my life where all I had was the only person I had to talk to was God. Yeah. And if you I've seen some pieces of the Bible where there's a lot of parts of it. If you translate it, you can find a lot of that goes into real life. You know, like Jesus walked up carrying the cross, suffered a lot, but he suffered for a good cause, and you have to suffer before you reach peace. And that's I don't know if that's exactly what that is like when carrying the cross, but it shows that even the person that tries to do their best, and even the person that seems perfect, is still gonna have to suffer, but for a good cause, not suffering just for no reason.
And what was your name one more time? I forget.
Juan.
Juan. Was Jesus just a man?
Jesus was the son of God.
Yeah. And yeah, I agree. I believe God uses our suffering, and it's not meaningless, like you're saying, and he uses it for a purpose. I think of Romans 8:28, it says that God works all things for good for those who love him and are called according to his purposes, and that's why I see what you're sharing right there. So that's good stuff, man. Any other thoughts for us?
I just when I try to talk to my friends about God, and they don't like the idea of it, but what I try to always think is God will try to come to you a lot, and it's up to you if you push him away or not. But he always let him in at the perfect time. It happens at the perfect time.
So do you think that Jesus is the only way to heaven?
Jesus is the what? Sorry?
The only way to heaven.
I would say yes and no. I mean, Jesus opened the gates for heaven, but I feel like as long as you're like a good person and you do no wrong to no one, and you live a very a very noble life, that you'll end up in heaven, even if you don't believe in any religion. As long as you're a good person, you'll be okay.
So you think that you don't have to be a Christian to make it to heaven?
That's a tricky one. I feel like I never really thought about that.
What's the verse? John 14:16.
14:6.
John 14:6 says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. And that's Jesus speaking. So he's saying that the only way to heaven is through him.
Okay, yeah, I never knew that. That's nice. Yeah, no, and it's crazy that y'all guys are here because ever since I started trying to get stronger in my faith, everywhere I go, there's always something, like, I always just find God somehow. And it was such an accident how I started talking to you guys, and it makes me really happy.
Hey, awesome.
That's good. Have anything else to say?
No, I think, yeah, no, that's it for me.
Cool. Thanks for the interview, Juan. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.